previously on Alan Wake. I'm
This is
haunted by the
episode
law.
4 of Alan Wake. The 6th installment from Los Santos.
Are you
This is
seriously
my
telling me
birthday
that writer
marathon.
just took out my deputies?
Or
A thriller
Scary
I
Saturday.
supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
All right, back into it.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Interesting. So this is more of a psychological thriller than I realized. I just knew it was story-based, and so I was excited to play it.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Gonna punch you in the nose again.
I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
All right.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
You have an elevator. Fancy. Most cabins don't have that.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
Interesting.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Whoa. It's quite the sundial you've got there. Overcompensating for something here, Dr. Hartman? You got more to say, or are you done?
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
It is pretty
Cauldron
cool.
Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
There are 4 lights!
Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do
Stay
love
out of my
the
chair!
The great outdoors.
This is
man
the,
versus nature.
Brad Pitt
It's
character.
wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
an Army
right.
of 12
I
Monkeys
got
reference
you.
if you're not familiar.
Got you
Emerson.
good. I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike.
It's trash, of course, but it does involve
Get him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
I bet that's gotta be one of the developers that they modeled it after, which is fun.
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Alright, you gotta schedule in advance. The flow. Alright.
My rheumatism's killing me.
Ah,
There's a storm coming. Oh,
it's Mr. Jukebox.
what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the
Night
earth.
Springs.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark. Oh, that won't do.
I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we,
Alright,
bro?
I wondered
He's
if
gotta
Tom
go to
Zane
the
was going to be the
farm.
same
The
guy.
Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we to forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant, Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Oh, I'm very confused, but
My
I'm
head was
intrigued.
clearing up. Or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
It's interesting that, I mean, there's such a Max Payne vibe to this, and then now there's, Valhalla with the Andersons, and Valhalla was big in Max Payne as well. Makes me wonder if the development teams are related. I mean, even this guy's jacket's very Max Payne.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
All right. You got to admit
Well,
you're getting
I
better.
guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
That's where I'm gonna be, one way or another.
Talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up, and the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too, and I have to listen to them because they're not scared of me, and everyone should just shut up, shut up, shut up. But I
Preach.
don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too scary for them. I take 2 pills every morning and 1 with every meal and 4 when I go to bed, and that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
All right.
Hey, Wake.
The
why don't
doors
you
were
humor
locked.
Dr. Hartman
Hartman and the
give
nurses
writing
would
a
have
shot,
keys,
huh?
but there was no
Typewriter's in
way
your
to get
room.
my hands on
You
them.
can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
No, I'm going out the front door. Oh, we're locked in. Okay. Sure. Let's humor Dr. Hartman.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think. There's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Alright, so Veil Lady is controlling everything. She's the editor, so to speak. I should probably get a QR reader and read all these things, but I've never gone in for the QR stuff. It always felt like a gimmick that needed to go away. Alright, patient rooms, huh? Let's
Hartman
play
had
with the
mentioned that the
generator
power
first.
had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Alright, let's try to
The white
write.
glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Here's a friendly poke from me old near wench. Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Is this stuff over here?
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered ass.
Alright.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was
gotta be
completely
different.
blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Not buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too!
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How would your fragile little patients like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
My authority.
Smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Alright, that's all of them, huh? Well, I've still got the key, that's good.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Alright.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me. Oh, that's how you want to play it? Is that how you want to play it?
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, I'm glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me a...
Oh, I skipped his conversation again. I was just going to unlock it.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
I'm very confused.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Ow. Oh, I didn't see that last time. Alright. Come on. There we go.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Oh yeah. So upstairs to the generator. Alright. it off again? So it only stays on for a little while, huh? Destroys them though. I just have to do it a few times. Well, let's just try it in there. That's probably enough, right? Ow. Nope, not enough. I was wrong. I was wrong. Ow. Alright, fine. Let's keep it on the whole time, huh? Oh, dang it. Just a little bit too early. Is there another one? Can I move it? I don't think I can aim it, can I? Can I move this? No. Alright, well. Maybe you have to go down there with the bookshelves to like chase me a little way? Confused. Didn't look like it was off yet, did it? What am I not understanding? What's left to destroy? It's all by the front door, isn't it? Is it gonna stay on? No. Of course not. I'm confused. Is there another generator? Oh, I guess it just opens up for a little bit, huh? I'm going slow. I have one flare, huh? Is this bear something I can move? Ow, apparently. Keep moving. Wait, is that a manuscript page? Take a little pause to
Hartman
read
knew
the
he
story.
was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Well, my wife's gone to bed now. I hear her upstairs. Let me pull this a little bit closer. Hopefully I can keep it out of the camera. All right. Hopefully that way I'm a little bit louder and I don't have to talk quite as loud to keep things at a decent volume for y'all. Oh. out here while it flies past, maybe? How am I supposed to get past it, though? Here we go. Maybe I should have had it here to... Crap. I needed to destroy the front door for me. Ah, dang it. Nope, not so good. Once, twice, 3 times a chandelier. I got past it. Nope. Alright, it's in my way. Let's have it come down this way. That was easier. Alright.
I'm here!
Alright, you want to help me get out?
Hey, come on! We gotta get going!
I'm getting my coffee. Gotta get my fix. I'm jonesing. Alright.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the
Alright.
hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
The hedge maze, huh?
Oh God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Thought I could duck behind that, but... Alright. What else is coming after me? Where's this hedge maze? Right here? Alright, can I just go through? Nice.
Oh, geez, Al! The house looks bad. Let's get out of here.
I'm trying. Going as fast as I can. I just gotta find this hedge maze. The entrance to it. Alright, here we go. Well,
Al, hurry up! I can hear those evil guys moving around.
no. Alright. They're gonna make me get all turned around because I'm gonna be fighting them and then lose which wall I'm following. So I'm following the left wall right now.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special
Ooh, a
kind
dragon.
of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
That's gonna be pretty epic. Alright, anybody else?
Al, be careful! I can see them moving around. They're coming for you.
I'm doing my best. left wall. Alright, dead end. There he is. Still, I'll take advantage. Oops. Alright. Still doing alright on ammo. It's not great, but it's not bad. More of them climbing over the walls, it looks like. I might be missing parts just because it's so hard to see.
Channel, we turn it off. We don't want any fighting. It makes people mad.
All right. Just about out of it.
Bells in the morning, and then you'll be nice.
Scariest nightmare, man, huh? Gosh dang it. Gosh. No. That was a bit rough. Whew. Trying not to make too much noise since my whole family's asleep, but that was a little scary. Oh, flare gun. Now I get the flare gun. I could have used that a second ago, but alright. This'll do. Is there anything down here? Gosh dang it, I didn't mean to use that. I forget that it auto-selects as soon as you pick something up. Crap. I like to save those for the birds. Nice. Alright. Mott in charge.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
It's interesting that we're not seeming to unlock these pages in the order I would have expected. Definitely getting a little more nerve-wracking. I don't know why. Maybe it's this late at night. I'm having to be quiet. I want to wake people up, get them scared, and so I'm feeling more vulnerable myself, maybe. recharge a little bit. All right.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Poor Barry. Looks like I didn't watch this one.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Interesting. Emil made Tom do it. Who's Emil? We haven't figured that out yet, right? But there's a secret area over here we gotta get. Alright, I got a flare gun again. It's only got 2 bullets, but that's still a lot better than what I had before. Alright, how do I get back up there? Uh-oh, birds. I don't like the birds. Birds are awful. Better loot now, because Al's up ahead, and that's when things are going to get dicey.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. "Sleep well, Alan," Hartman whispered with a smile. "Let me take care of you." He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
So wait, I'm not Tom Zane. I thought maybe I was. I thought that was just another name for me. I'm definitely confused.
Ow! You're alive! Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry! I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
Alright, let's focus.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it! It's gotta be here! Just hang on!
Ow, wow.
Hey, found a quarter!
Let's see if I can do a little better this time. Maybe be a little less stingy with my flares. I don't like all the slow-mo stuff. It really disorients you.
Hurry up,
I think it's
Barry.
supposed to help, but
I'm on
it makes it a lot harder for you to do what you need to do.
Hey, found a quarter.
Oh, I dodged that. Come on. Oh, I dodged that too. Goodness gracious. Apparently you can't dodge anymore. Well, I'm not doing so hot. Let's go shotgun, huh?
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it. I'm on it.
It's not letting me dodge anymore.
I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig. Here it is! Al, I found the key!
Oh, goodness. Just run. Save my
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
All right. I wonder how many episodes there are in this. So I'm trying to marathon my way through this, but with my family asleep, I don't know how long I should go.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
Oh yeah, this is where he tumbles down, and now he's gonna have to wait for me to
Damn
get
it,
down
Al,
to
talk
him.
to me!
I'm hurt.
I had lost my gun in the crash.
Of
Barry
course.
was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way! Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Alright.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo.
Alright.
This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
I'm going as fast as I can. I have no protection of any kind. No! Ow! Heal me, light, heal me. Oh, come on. Come on. I've got nothing. I'm supposed to go down there? There's a manuscript?
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Alright. Helpful. I'm just trying to get the thermos. There we go. Oh man, I got nothing. I'm just running blind. Oh man. Save up my stamina though.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Alright, how do I turn it on now? Jumped a little too late, but apparently it was forgiving.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
Does it only last for a little while, so I gotta go fast? Oh, come on. Gosh dang it.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Alright, and we've got a new one of these.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Alright, well, apparently Nightingale's not going to kill me. That's nice. I guess he knows I'm the one real person, whereas everybody else is just one of my creations, maybe? So if he kills me, he's really killing the person. Nope, nothing. Alright. I should save my running ability, I guess, because when things start flying at me in the middle of nowhere, I gotta be able to run.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
Alright. Good to know. Thank you for telling me that. Did that work? Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart. That's interesting. I wonder who thought to put that in there. That would be an interesting thing. Give you like a health tip. I don't like not having a weapon. Yeah, this game's a lot scarier without a gun.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Ooh, is that... Switch to heavy duty? Sure. I mean, I might as well. Alright, no guns though, right? Alright. I need some guns.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Alright, let's see if we can find some guns.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
What?
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Oh, more bear traps. I hate those bear traps.
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and change to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
All right. Going on a bear hunt. Gonna catch my own feet. And I feel like I have to check each one because sometimes glowing things mean good things, right? All right. Come on, start. Nice. Hey, I've got a gun. Come on.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
I mean, I've only got 2 bullets, but, you know. The Taken are filled with darkness. Hey, shotgun ammo. Alright, how do I get upstairs to get that coffee mug? Over here, maybe? bear trap. I want to go down here where he was. My trap now. All right. All right. The farm was over this direction, right? Can they get caught in the bear traps? No, reload. Alright, so not get caught in the bear traps because he would have gotten caught right there. Oh man. Alright. Was there another one? Or is that all of them? Oh, that's a rock or a stump. Okay. Oh man, how many? I only have 6 bullets left. Ow. Man, I'm almost out of bullets. I don't like this. I've got 3 shells. That's it. And there's 3 dudes. I just gotta run, right? Like, I don't have enough ammo for everybody. Oh, dang it. Alright.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you?
The front door was locked.
Don't! I'm sorry!
Scary. Alright, we're at the hour mark though, so let's call it here for now. Again, I'll pick this up right afterward. But I'm just trying to release these in bite-sized chunks so I can release them as I go throughout the day. So yeah, until next time, play more games.